I want to do a quick comparison of the CATLINK Scooper SE to the PetKit Purobot Max Pro 2. Now, I was gifted both of these. I am very impressed with these litter boxes, and they truly have some incredible features. So let's get into it. Now, to start off with, I like the small footprint of both of these. Obviously, the CATLINK box is even smaller, but they both also have very inviting drums. So if your cat is small to mid-size, these boxes should work great for your cat. My 14-pound ragdoll works with both of these, no problem. Now, the PetKit is about 24 inches wide by 23 inches tall, while the CATLINK is about 20 inches wide by about 20 inches tall. So the CATLINK is obviously a little bit smaller, but when it comes to your cat's experience, I really like that the CATLINK is a very small step up. It is only 7 inches to get into the door, whereas with the PetKit, it is a little higher. It's never been an issue for my cat. It's a little over 10 inches. And as for those door openings, PetKit has recently improved this box. This is the Purobot Max Pro 2. And the main improvement is that this has a larger door than the prior model. So it has this very large opening at almost 11 inches by almost 11 inches. While the CATLINK over here is looking at 10 by 8.5. So a little smaller. Not really a big issue. And then when the cat goes inside, the interior of the PetKit drum is 14 inches deep by 15 inches wide by about 15 inches tall when full of litter. While the CATLINK is roughly 13 inches deep by 16 inches wide by about 13 inches tall. So it's a little less deep and a little less tall, but still really quite wide and inviting. Now, what I love about both of these drums is they have 0 pinch points. The PetKit has a chute, and as it tips back and then tips forward, all the litter, clean litter will go into a pocket, all the dirty litter gets caught and goes down that chute into a hole in the side, which then tips it down into the trash bin below. Whereas the CATLINK also never fully closes. It tips back and then tips forward, and the litter catches in a pocket in the back, and the dirty litter goes down a chute, but instead of going into a side pocket, it actually goes into a built-in opening inside the box, which you can see right here. So this is where the trash bag is, and if I take this off, which I have to unlock it, it just goes right from the litter box into this trash bag. It's a very skinny chute, really no concerns for pinching, very clean. Though I would say that dealing with this trash bag when it gets full is not as easy as dealing with the PetKit bag. Now, when it comes to deodorizing, the PetKit has 2 built-in deodorizers. It has a deodorizer in this top area right here that air will blow through into a vent inside the drum, keeping the drum nice and fresh. And then it also has a deodorizer in the trash drawer that will keep the waste bin a little fresher. Now, what I love about PetKit's deodorizers is that you have a lot of control. Specifically on the deodorizer that sprays, you can schedule it, you can have it run every time during cleaning, you can choose how long you want it to have it run. That said, I'm not a big fan of the standard smell that comes in this deodorizer, but you can pop it apart and put in your own scents as well. It's a really nice, flexible system. Then the CATLINK here actually has a built-in deodorizer as well that is always running, and it is built into the side handle of it. So this is your deodorizer. It is a huge deodorizer, and it is always sending that smell into the box. And I would say this smells like pool locker room. It has that kind of chlorine-y smell to it. It's not my favorite smell, but it is pretty mild. And luckily, since it is mild, it doesn't go too far. It really just takes care of what it needs to take care of. And if you want to, you can actually get an additional accessory and clip a deodorizer into the bin where the waste is to keep this cleaner as well. And going back to how I love that these are anti-pinch drums, they never fully close. They really don't have any of the other concerns that many litter boxes do that require so many other safety redundancies. These do actually have a lot of great safety redundancies as well. They both are weight censored, so they will sense when a cat jumps into the box or even puts their paws on the box as long as it's an adult cat. Kittens are not heavy enough to trigger the weight sensors, and these both have motion detectors at the front, so they will recognize if a cat's in front of it and stop. The intent with these is that they should be up against a wall, so a cat shouldn't be able to come up to the backside of them, but just keep that in mind that that is a limitation with the motion detectors. But I feel very, very confident about the safety of both of these boxes. I really love their designs. Now let's get into some of the more key differences. Now with the PetKit, you have two options for filters. You can use this finer filter or the one that's in there, depending on if you're using a clay litter or a tofu-based litter. I'm using corn litter, and I actually think I'd be better served using this container. And it's now self-cleaning because I put weight on it. And then this right here is what you have to connect to the filter that's in there to do a full empty. So you'll put this on, tell it to empty, and then it will spin back and forth and shoot all of the litter down into the trash bin instead of just a small portion. This can get pretty dirty. It's just something to know that you will be touching this, but usually when you're doing a deep clean, it's dirty anyway. But the CATLINK actually has a really cool feature. The CATLINK also has two different filters depending on which one you need for your litter. And if you can see in the back, you can see that filter right now. If I spin this side, it'll actually spin a cover over that filter. So now it's ready to fully empty. Super clean. It always has it built in. You're not going to lose it. You always have it connected. Now, while this is going, I probably should show some of the safety features. If I put weight on it, it'll stop. But it's not super fast on the stopping, but it will stop and it's going to wait. And then once it's waited for however long it thinks it needs to wait, it'll start back up again. Sometimes it can be very slow. And then if there's a cat in the way, this is the sensor right here, it'll stop as well until that cat goes away. And then it's gonna wait a moment and it'll continue. And that's how that works. Now I'll run the cleaning on the CATLINK as well. If a cat comes up and has a bit of a delay, I'm recognizing there's a cat there. I think it's because I was too high. I was recognizing it coming up. It's going to wait until this cat leaves, and it's going to wait a minute. And then it also has weight detection. Now this one's doing a different cleaning where it's doing a slow rotation to roll all the litter. So it's a little hard to test, but as it's spinning, if a cat was to jump on it, I can tell that it has this little light show up right here. And that means that it knows that a cat has jumped on it or in it or is putting weight on it, and it's going to wait, and then that'll go away. Now, I do want to point out that when testing open drum litter boxes, I look for a lot more safety features and I want them to be much more reactive. And that's because open drum litter boxes usually have a pinch point. So I need to know with total confidence that that's not going to happen. Whereas with these, the best part about them to me is that really the worst thing that can happen is your cat can roll around in some litter. So there's not too much of a concern. They move really slow, they don't close, there aren't any pinch points. And then I do want to add that you can add ramps to these. So if for any reason you think this is too much of a jump for your cat or you want that litter catch, CATLINK has a ramp that's specifically designed for the Scooper SE. PetKit has a ramp as well. I do not have their ramp, but here's a ramp that's similar to one of PetKit's ramps. They have one that looks like the CATLINK ramp. This is actually a different brand, but it works perfectly. And letting the cat really just kind of walk into the box. So yes, they have to jump on the ramp, but then it lets it make the box more inviting. And the CATLINK ramp does work just fine on the PetKit box as well. So when it comes to ramps, I do think that getting the ramp for the litter box is best, as those are going to be the most secure fit, really designed to go with the box. But the nice thing about ramps is they are pretty interchangeable. So if you get a ramp and over time change out your box, you can keep using the same ramp. But I do really like this CATLINK ramp in particular. It's very, very clean to take apart, and it's just a simple catch, little rubber feet so it doesn't slide around, very sleek. Now there are two key differences that I do need to point out. The elephant in the room is that the PetKit box actually has a built-in camera. So it has AI detection. It can detect each cat visually as they come in along with their weight, which the CATLINK can detect cats by weight as well. But it also has a lot of smart features with that. It can actually check your cat's stool and alert you when something's changed. You can add specific litter to it that will change color if the pH is off, and it will alert you with the AI camera detection if that occurs, letting you know exactly what it is noticing and probably telling you to take your cat to the vet. I have found that the camera on this is so incredible. Now this is my second box, both from PetKit, with a camera, and I didn't know if I was going to think that cameras were gimmicky, but once I got a camera, I can't imagine not having one. Not only is it really nice for all that AI detection, and it's so lovely when you're on vacation, as it's a great way to check in on your cat, make sure they're okay, and make sure they haven't ate anything bad, all those kind of key things you want to watch for. But because of it, there is a higher price point. Now, real quick, I want to show the apps. Here is the app for the PetKit. As you can see, the camera on it is live, and you can listen to it as well. And it also does give full playback of when my cat uses the box. There is a subscription plan if you want more than the last 24 to 36 hours worth of footage, but it still will track all of the records, and you can always just screen record these if you need to keep them for your vet, or if you want to, you can do the subscription, but you never have to. And I really do appreciate that. But even once the recordings stop, you can always go back to any date and see how often the cat went, for how long, and how long they were in there. Now, it's very clear looking at these, even though the videos are expired, that my cat went in and used it, and then he must have put his paws on it to look in, and then he kind of poked his head nearby and probably zoomed right past. So that's why there are 3 there, and if I had the videos, I could have confirmed that, but that's very clearly to me what's happening because of the weight change in the difference in putting your paws on it versus your whole body. So it's very, very helpful. The app is very clean. Like I said, it has that AI lab, so it's going to recognize any cats. It will also warn you if they're yowling, and it has that urine pH detection if you're using the specific litter. And you can always have it scoop, deodorize, go into maintenance mode where it tips up so you can fill it with litter, and do the full empty, and you have so much customization when it comes to your cleaning settings. Now with the CATLINK, the app is cleaner and simpler. Obviously, the first thing you'll notice is it doesn't have any video footage. And today I've just done 2 manual cleans. I did have this set aside, so my cat has not been using this box. That's why you're not seeing cat use records on it. But I can click on automatic and I can go to scheduled mode or manual mode, which means it won't run at all unless I tell it to. PetKit can do all that too. And then it has clean up and empty, very standard, and then change the bag makes it tip back, which makes it much easier to remove that trash bag for a quick clean. That's all it does. So this actually works with gravity in your favor. On top of that, it has a lot of similar customizations as the PetKit does. It really does give you a lot. Now, the most obvious difference between these 2 boxes is going to be the price. The PetKit is notably pricier than the CATLINK, mostly because of the camera. PetKit's been around for a long time as well. They're a very proven brand, but I am very, very impressed with what CATLINK has come out with. Their litter boxes are wonderfully low profile, super simple, yet have all the smarts I want at fantastic prices. This is one incredible box, especially for its price. So whether you're looking for a box that's a little more on the affordable side, or you want to splurge for that camera, these are both amazing closed drum boxes, and I know you'll be happy with either one. These are incredible.